Hello everybody. Welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. Continuing on with my space station that I've been working for the past week or two. So, in this episode, I'll be just talking about things that has been going on and why I haven't been uploading it as usual, and also what we are doing with this space station, because I've just been adding on things that will be necessary and things that will be pretty interesting. So as you can see here, this will be my docking branch, I guess you could say, for putting on smaller vessels, probes, space planes to the space station, because the other ones were too big and I couldn't dock any smaller modules and stuff on it. So here I am, just going into orbit, and then I had to go straight back to my first stage. This first stage, I've named it now. It's called Loved It! Exclamation mark. It is called this because we still love it. We still bring it back to the planet. It burns up, but no harm has come. Now I don't land it like SpaceX or anything else like that. I use parachutes because I'm, to be honest, not that good, but it's still better. I mean, sometimes I land on like a hill like that and flips over, but nothing bad happens. And here we are at the space station. Yup, and we are going in for a docking. It takes a while. It's been getting harder and harder to dock to this thing because there's so many parts, so it doesn't dock on straight away. It has to be like perfectly aligned, and it's pretty hard to do that. So, but I think I've been getting better. And I do have these bigger RCS thrusters on the side to help me out. So there goes my second stage off into a lower orbit, and then eventually go back into the atmosphere. But I had to deal with docking this thing first. It was actually pretty easy compared to the other branches I put on it, but probably because it's much smaller. This was very small, so it was pretty easy. Now, this is, as I said, is for docking smaller things, and later on I will show you my new space plane that I've made. It's really small. It's kind of you would say it works pretty well, but I'm not good at making space planes, or SSTOs as you can call it. But yeah, it's pretty fun to play with though. So here comes my second stage into the atmosphere. Really beautiful, and I've been having problems with my second stage. I've never had these problems, but I just don't slow down enough, and my parachutes just don't come out. So there we are, exploding. The only thing that stays the same is the actual probe part of it. But here is my space plane. There's the kerbals in there, getting ready for launch. And there we go. So these have 4 of these air engines, I guess you would say, on it. And we barely made it, as you can see, but it was pretty good. This thing goes quite fast, and the way to fly a space plane is stay around 10 degrees, don't go up too high really quick, pick up some speed. As you can see there, we are hitting max thrust there, all the atmosphere ripping through us, hitting the sound barrier and going upwards. We are having some problems with overheating, but nothing too serious. And there we are, hitting the atmosphere very hard, really beautiful. And then eventually I switched my engines from air breathing engines to actual like rocket engines, and when I did that, it took away the overheating, so I was like, alright. And like that, that, we are in suborbit. It was very simple, and we still have a lot of fuel left, so it was really good. Now, pulling out my solar panels, really beautiful plane, I would say, and then just going into orbit. The good thing about this is everything goes up, everything goes down. No staging, no nothing except switching modes on the engines, which is not bad. There's the Kerbals and their thing, what they get to see. Not a big view of anything except space. But here we are. We are at the space station. Every time when I come up to the space station, it has like a 1 minute lag and just to load up everything that's on it. But it's really big, and I'm starting to worry about it. Sometimes it glitches and all the parts just break apart, and then I have to revert and try it again. But I haven't had that problem yet so far. So here I am going in for docking. It was kind of hard because the space plane, I was just like, the controls were a little bit different, so it was kind of hard to know which one was up, which one was down, but I eventually got it, and I saw that I was not perfectly aligned. I was sort of at angle, so I had to get off of docking stage and angle it so it's angled up better, and when I did that, I had to go down, and then it just docked in perfectly. So next up, I had to transfer the crew, and it wouldn't let me. I didn't know what was going on, so I kept on clicking things, and then I turned it off, nothing happened, went into camera view, and then it transferred them. So I was like, alright, start transferring all these Kerbals, except for Valentina, because she will be flying back down to road. Now, I just put them in separate things. I didn't really care which one it went into, just to have them on would be fine. And like that, I had enough Kerbals to open up this. Now, this is, I'm pretty sure it's a farm and it's just like the other one I have on the bottom there that turns, but much bigger and much different. It was going really slow. I mean, I have this on 400 times warp right now, and it's still going that fast. So it took about a minute and then started rotation, which also took a while, so I just sped it up a little bit. And like that, they were going on full capacity. So now I'm just turning on some farms, water purifiers, and when I put on those 5 people, those 5 Kerbals, I'm pretty sure, I did have about 6 years of life support on this, and it went all the way down to 2 years. So next up, I have to start adding more life support, food, water, waste containers, all that. But I didn't have to worry about it for now. It's 2 years. I'll be fine. Now, I didn't really plan out my landing too well, but I had to orbit around Rogue multiple times just to get the space plane hangar into the light, so I didn't have to do a night landing, and I didn't go well. You'll see. But here we are going into the atmosphere. Really big flames in the back. It was really beautiful. Really beautiful, really finicky. I mean, Valentina, there she is all by herself. She was having a great time. As you can see, she could have died. And then I started having problems flipping over. I almost burnt up. Valentina, she didn't care. She was having a great time. But eventually got out of all that mess. Going down, turning, because we way overshot the KSC. So turning around, trying to not get all that Mach 15 if I turned too hard, and Valentina would pass out from really bad things. I think her Mach limit is like 7, so 15 was a lot. Now, I had to go all the way over there, but I didn't have enough fuel, so I had to make a unplanned landing. I was just scurrying across the land looking for a flat spot, but didn't find any, so I just decided to just go at it and land. Put on brakes, drag parachutes, and almost died there, but we got down really good. And there we are, really beautiful and really amazing shot. So thank you guys for watching. Leave a comment down for what I should call my second stage and what I should do for my next branch. And if you want to see more SSTO launches, let me know. And thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, and I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.